Today I'm going to be talking about New Game Plus or lack of New Game Plus. I meant to do this video last month, but then my family got COVID. I had to take care of them, and then I got COVID and I had to take care of myself. And finally getting around to doing this because hopefully we can fix New Game Plus as a community by complaining to the devs before they start releasing DLC. Because right now in New Game Plus, you're going to lose everything that actually is grindy. So what do you keep in New Game Plus? Well, you keep your team friendship level. Now, that's a little grindy, and it should be kept in New Game Plus. You keep all the characters. That's not hard to do. Simply completing the story unlocks the characters. But yes, it should be kept in New Game Plus. What isn't kept in New Game Plus is character levels, friendship levels, cards. Now, the cards to get optimal builds, whatever your optimal build is, say what you want certain perks on all the cards. In order to get that on all the characters, you're looking at somewhere between 50 to 100 plus hours to do, depending on how lucky you get. Your friendship level is very grindy. You have to talk to people so many times in order to get the friendship level up. Your training is incredibly grindy, having to go over here time and time again, hundreds upon hundreds of times in order to get the characters' bonuses up. The hunter is the worst of all. How many times you actually have to talk and do hangouts in order to get his stats up. I've already done his at least a couple hundred times and I still don't have max stats on him. These aspects should have all carried over into New Game Plus. It would have been so cool to use all our characters with the builds that we have created and replay the story missions. Even if it wasn't that, they should have had an option to replay story missions at the end of the game after completing the game. On top of everything else, say you wanted to keep these characters but do a New Game Plus. You can't, because maybe you can mark your save and you better keep that file. I don't even think it would be possible because I think, well, maybe all these manual saves, day 21. Eventually, if you manually saved, I guess, like 20 times in the new game, then you would lose the one with all your characters. Like, there should be a way that you could keep this save and also do New Game Plus and never lose this save and not have the potential for it to be overridden, but that does not look to be the case. That is another huge issue. And personally, I think we all need to complain, everybody who feels the same, that New Game Plus is just a train wreck that was not optimized to actually be taken advantage of, because all the things that were grinding in the game, and what makes a hero game fun is optimizing builds and having them powerful as heroes, was not carried over into New Game Plus. So we should all be complaining on Twitter and their Twitter, obviously. If you want to complain on your own Twitter, that's fine as well. Anywhere to reach out to the devs, whether you reach out directly or any platform, and let them know that we want all this carried over into New Game Plus and for future DLCs. Now, the future DLC is a standalone that doesn't continue, which doesn't look to be the case because there's going to be 4 new characters. Maybe that's one thing, but right now, it looks like we should have all this carry over into New Game Plus, and it doesn't. So I just wanted to do this little rant because hopefully enough people see it to drive a little bit of attention towards the devs so they get even more feedback about how ridiculous their New Game Plus. The game is great, but their New Game Plus, in my opinion, is just a straight fail. Not capitalizing on carrying over the most grindy aspects of the game and what I feel most people would want to carry over in a new game. For everyone that feels the same way that I feel, that we should keep our character levels and cards for New Game Plus so we can replay the story missions and in future DLC be able to not have to start from scratch. Do leave a like, comment, share so the video does gain traction, but most importantly, reach out to the devs on Twitter or their Facebook page and leave a comment letting them know that their New Game Plus is just unacceptable and needs to be changed. I hope this helps.